Imagine that you or a loved one needed blood. Whether it was that you got into a car accident or that there was a traumatic event or just that you needed blood because you were in the hospital. You'd want to make sure that blood is there. Oftentimes, blood banks have droughts or periods of times where they don't have as much blood in supply to give to everybody that they need because it's in such high demand. This is why all people that are eligible should donate. And if you don't know how to donate, you should seek information out to do so because it's important and vital to other people's health and your own. Due to natural disasters and other traumatic events, lots of blood donors are needed. If you can donate, you should do so regularly. Today we will look at why, when, where, and how you can donate. Why you need to donate. Now, I realize not everybody wants to donate blood because of the thought of needles and being stuck with them is not the most pleasant experience to have. However, everybody has been stuck with a needle at one point when they were younger and they had to get shots. It's not the same. You're not getting stuck with a needle and it being pulled back out. You're getting the needles put into your arm. You can look away, you can close your eyes, you can talk to a friend, and it feels a little funny having your blood run out, but it's not anything scary to go through. And they use a butterfly needle, so it's really small, so you won't have a big hole in your arm like you would an IV. You also need to donate because of traumatic events, and they need to make sure that there's blood for every blood type. So if everyone can donate, or whoever is eligible can donate, then that'll ensure that each blood type that there is, they will have some in supply. It might not be the same amount in ratio for each one, but it'll be there. According to USA Today, 38,000 donations are needed daily. That means 38,000 pints of blood are needed for possibly 38,000 people or less. Jay Franzone from the New York Times said if you want to donate and you're homosexual, you must give up sex. Now, this means that if somebody is participating in same-sex relations, you have to wait 6 months to donate until 6 months after you've had a sexual experience with somebody else. This is a safety reason. It's not because of them, who they are and who they like. It's a safety reason because, it's important to make sure that there are no diseases that are going into the blood. So when you transmit the blood to other people, they're not picking up your diseases. Goes for anything like that. You also want to donate in lieu to others because there's people like me who cannot donate blood. I can't donate blood because of my weight. You're supposed to be 120 pounds and I was 30 pounds underneath that, and I didn't know that there was a weight requirement. The people who sent me up to the blood drive didn't acknowledge the weight requirement, and it's really just beneficial for your health that you follow all the rules because, when I went to donate blood, I reached the end of the pint and I passed out, and I kept passing out throughout the day, and they tried giving me sugary drinks and snacks and salty things, and it didn't help me. It just kind of kept me going along, but I felt sick for a few days. It really wasn't a pleasant experience for me, but I would love to donate blood if I could. The next step is to find out when you can donate. So you can donate by semester. That usually follows along with school. My high school did it by semester, so there were 2 blood drives within a year. You can donate after major events, like the Boston Marathon shootings. You can willingly donate, where you go to a blood bank on your own, and every few months you can donate blood. You want to make sure that it's every few months and not every few weeks, because they won't allow every few weeks because it's not good for your health, and that follows along with making sure you're healthy. Now, most people who want to donate often do not know where to donate. You can donate at a blood drive at school or at blood banks. For example, the blood drive at my high school this past year, they had posters like these around the school. These are just screenshots I took off their Twitter account. But it says Lehigh High School auditorium stage, Tuesday, October 3rd, 7:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And it says to schedule an appointment with the Red Cross Club, and there's donation tips on here to make sure that you're healthy and you're good to donate. And then they even put on their Twitter account where they can sign up for, because this paper doesn't say where the Red Cross is to sign up. They say that they'll be there in the cafeteria during A and B lunches on such and such dates. Also, if you are looking for a blood bank, you can just do a quick Google search and you'll find Red Cross Blood or Give a Pint are the first ones. And if you hit maps to find out where they are located near you, I'm located here in Lehigh, and the closest one is up past Tamaqua a little bit at the Miller Keystone Blood Center. But if you're at school, which is this little blue dot here, these might be closer that are in Allentown for you. To sum up the words of Ferguson and others, blood banks are typically the most trustworthy place due to having medical equipment and professionals. Now, this means that, going to a blood bank is a lot safer than them coming to you, because I know when we had them at our school, sometimes you would find like the little caps of needles, not the needles themselves, but you'd find the caps, and then students would play with it, and it's just unsanitary to have that happening. And your final step is how to donate, and following the previous slide, you can search online, you can sign up at school, and when you're donating, you want to make sure you have a lot of water, eat breakfast, and sleep for a good amount of time the night beforehand. And if you're not good with being by yourself, contact friends or family for support. They can go and sign up at the same time with you. That's what we did in high school. Or they can just be there to, push you along to get you to do it. So today I hope I taught you why, when, where, and how to donate blood. And to donate blood, you have to be fully committed, which means you have to be willing to do it at least once a year. It's not a once and done thing. If I could donate blood, I would do it. And when I can, if that happens, I will do it regularly, so I am making sure people who need it have it. So yeah, that's about it.